Steno Wale Babu welcomes you. Shorthand dictations in male and female voice from all sources like magazines, speeches, and editorials at various speeds up to 120 WPM for various departments like SSC, DSSB, CRPF, Delhi Police, etc. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.
Exercise number 18. Sir, all of India's private sector industries, small, medium, or large, have played a substantial role in growing our economy. I recall the words of an eminent industry leader who said that his company's growth has always aligned itself with India's growth before and post independence. So, if before independence India incorporated understood Swadeshi, today they understand Make in India. We do not look down upon legitimate profit earning. Gone are the days of policy paralysis and license quota control regimes. India Incorporated are India's job creators. They are the nation's wealth creators. Together, with mutual trust, we can gain, catalyze fast, and attain sustained national growth. I wish to propose a number of initiatives as a part of framework for kick-starting the new cycle of domestic and foreign investments. Connectivity is the lifeblood of an economy. The government has given a massive push to all forms of physical connectivity through Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, industrial corridors, dedicated freight corridors, Bharatmala and Sagarmala projects, Jal Marg Vikas and Udan schemes, while the industrial corridors would improve infrastructure availability for greater industrial investment in the catchment regions. The dedicated freight corridors would mitigate the congestion of our railway network, benefiting the common man. The ambitious program of Bharatmala would help develop national road corridors and highways, while Sagarmala would enhance port connectivity, modernization, and port linked industrialization. If Sagarmala is aimed at improving the infrastructure for external trade, equally it is the poor man's transport too. Waterways are proven as a cheap mode of transport. The Jal Marg Vikas project for capacity augmentation of navigation on national waterways is aimed at smoothing internal trade carried through inland water transport. These initiatives will improve logistics tremendously, reducing the cost of transportation and increasing the competitiveness of domestically produced goods. The Udan scheme is providing air connectivity to smaller cities and enabling the common citizens of our country to avail air travel. All these programs are also helping bridge the rural urban divide. As the world's third largest domestic aviation market, the time is ripe for India to enter into aircraft financing and leasing activities from Indian shores. This is critical to the development of a self reliant aviation industry, creating aspirational jobs in aviation finance. Besides, leveraging the business opportunity available in India's financial special economic zones, namely International Financial Service Center, government will implement the regulatory roadmap for such activities for providing an enabling ecosystem for growth in India of maintenance, repair, and overhaul industry. It is proposed to leverage India's engineering advantage and potential to achieve self-reliance in this vital aviation segment. Government will adopt suitable policy interventions to create a congenial atmosphere for the development of MRO in the country. The new metro rail projects for a total route length of 300 kilometers have been approved during 2018-19. Also, during 2019, about 210 kilometers lines have been operationalized. With this 650 kilometers of metro rail network has become operational across the country. India's first indigenously developed payment ecosystem for transport based on national carbon mobility card standards was launched by Honorable Prime Minister in March 2019. This will enable people to pay multiple kinds of transport charges, including metro services and toll tax across the country. This interoperable transport card runs on RuPay card and would allow the holders to pay for their bus travel, toll taxes, parking charges, retail shopping, and even withdraw money. Phase 2 of FAME scheme following approval of the cabinet with an outlay of rupees 10,000 crore for a period of 3 years has commenced from 1st April 2019. The main objective of the scheme is to encourage faster adoption of electric vehicles by way of offering upfront incentives on purchase of electric vehicles and also by establishing the necessary charging infrastructure for electric vehicles. Only advanced battery and registered e-vehicles will be incentivized under the scheme, with greater emphasis on providing affordable and environment friendly public transportation options for the common man. The government will carry out a comprehensive restructuring of National Highway Program to ensure that the national highway grid of desirable length and capacity is created using financiable model. After completing the phase 1 of Bharatmala, in the second phase, states will be helped to develop state road networks. We need to develop our inland waterways to shift a significant portion of inland cargo movement from road and rail. This government envisions using the rivers for cargo transportation, which will also help to decongest roads and railways. As part of the Jal Marg Vikas project for enhancing the navigational capacity of Ganga, a multimodal terminal at Varanasi has become functional in and two more such terminals at Sahibganj and Haldia and a navigational lock at Farakka would be completed in 2019 and 20. The movement of cargo volume on Ganga is estimated to increase by nearly 4 times in the next 4 years. This will make movement of freight passenger cheaper and reduce our import bill, which is increasing every day. Thank you.